My name is Leslie Skardon, and I'm the new CEO of Sustain SC. The mission of Sustain SC is to help businesses meet their sustainability goals at the local level, and we do that to benefit our economy, environment, and people. The idea of Sustain SC was really born over a decade ago with this idea that commerce and conservation should and can be working together. And there were a few really early on wins where we were able to bring Boeing to the table with the conservation groups and with state agencies to figure out how to work together to conserve and mitigate our land and not be working in opposition to each other. And that led to a $12 million investment in conservation right here in the Low Country. And since then, we've been able to continue to bring these amazing stakeholders to the table to have these conversations with each other in a way that's collaborative. So bringing together the governor and the state secretary of commerce and the chief sustainability officer of Boeing and the CEO of the port and the CEO of Norfolk Southern, all to the table to have these conversations with the conservation community to really advance sustainability in South Carolina. Our population is set to double in the next 50 years, so being able to have a sustainable path forward is absolutely critical. There was a study that ranked South Carolina 37th in the nation when it came to sustainability, and we can be doing better with the help of commerce and conservation. As a result of that study, we put together a statewide analysis of the key areas where we need to focus in South Carolina to help move sustainability forward. And that study was released last fall, and it's called the Roadmap to Sustain SC, and you can read about it on our website. The roadmap has 7 different accelerator programs where we are focusing on as we move forward into the next chapter of our growth. The first is all about partnerships. So it's continuing to do what we've always done, which is to set the table for these conversations around commerce and conservation. We also have an accelerator around resiliency, and this is where our Land and Water Action Platform comes in. And last year we were able to bring together $500,000 from Google and $500,000 from the Waccamaw Community Foundation to preserve part of Wady's Island in partnership with the South Carolina Office of Resilience. We also have a watershed registry resource tool, which brings together the data from all of our state agencies into one place so we can have one mapping tool to look at the areas of need across South Carolina on where we need to be conserving and mitigating our land. The next accelerator is around sustainability and really focusing on the S in STEM in terms of sustainability and what are green skills and what are green jobs. 67% of our survey respondents said that they need employees who have the sustainability skills. So how do we make sure that we're training our students now for those jobs of the future? The next accelerator is around circularity. So thinking about the circular economy and moving away from this model of create, use, and throw away to create and repurpose. So we're moving in this circular path. And this is where we're working closely with REMDAC, the Governor's Recycling Market Advisory Commission, and the Department of Commerce as well. The next accelerator is around the sustainable revolution and the idea that we're moving from the industrial age to the sustainable age. And we had an incredible economic study that was released last year that estimated that we could see a $30 billion negative impact in our state over the next 10 years if companies don't have access to the sustainable technologies that they need to move forward. The next accelerator is around energy, and that's looking at how do we have affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy as we move forward. And we were able to put on an incredible energy summit with the governor and with the Secretary of Commerce and with these organizations and our members and businesses to talk about what the future of energy looks like. The last accelerator is all about reporting at a local level. We have 1,200 companies in South Carolina who are not headquartered here, and oftentimes they have reporting requirements around sustainability outside of our state. And so how do we make sure that we're helping them meet their targets here in South Carolina and then report that back? We also want to make sure that we're working with the suppliers who also have sustainability requirements to these larger manufacturers and make sure that they have the resources that they need to report on what they're doing. So as we move forward, we're bringing all of our member companies and organizations and nonprofits and government entities together to have conversations within each of these accelerators to make sure that we're moving the needle forward and we're helping companies meet their sustainability goals in a way that is collaborative and working together across the board.